Our adventure began in Swakopmund with a stop at Dune 7 to take in the stunning views of the Namib Desert. From there, we journeyed deep into Namibia, driving along gravel roads, pausing at scenic spots, and ending our day with a sunset at Bushman's desert camp. Along the way, we explored the stunning Sesriem Canyon, hiked the iconic Dune 45, and marveled at the surreal beauty of Deadvlei and Sossusvlei. It was a journey filled with awe-inspiring landscapes, unique desert experiences, and unforgettable memories. Hey there, and welcome to my channel, your global passport to adventures, where we turn dreams into destinations. We kicked off today's adventure with an exciting drive from Swakopmund, heading straight to our first stop, Dune 7, a bucket list destination. Climbing this iconic dune was a highlight I had been looking forward to. Being there so early in the morning meant that we were the only ones there and had the dune for ourselves. The famous Dune 7. We'll be climbing this out today. Ralph collecting some desert sand for a family member. Ralph climbing the dune. Because of Ralph's recent neck operation, he decided not to climb it out, but I went full steam ahead and started my ascent. Dune 7 is located near Walvis Bay and is one of the tallest dunes in the world, towering at an impressive height of around 383 meters. Named after its position as the seventh dune beyond the Choshop River, it offers a challenging yet rewarding climb with sweeping views of the Namib Desert once you reach the top. The dune's striking golden orange sands contrast beautifully with the surrounding arid landscape, making it a popular destination for adventurers and photographers alike. Here I am on the top of Dune 7. One hell of a bloody climb if you're unfit like me. But we made it. Here on the top of the Dune 7. Everything's so far away. We made it, we climbed it. Really cool. Visitors often come here to hike, sandboard, or simply enjoy the surreal beauty of the vast desert from a unique vantage point. I guess I have to point out that I didn't climb to the highest point, but I still managed a fair climb with a stunning view.
Dune 7 outside Walvis Bay. There's Johan, he's on his way down from a steep climb to the top of this high dune over here. It's pretty scary stuff, but he did it. Hopefully his ankles made it. He's well. How nice my shoe footprints show up in this desert sand over the dune.
From there, we continued driving and stumbled on this area where people were having a picnic on the rocks. It's actually a private area you need to book, but we thought we would go have a quick look. Unfortunately, you do see some people having car problems ever so often, as the extensive gravel roads have no mercy on vehicles. Our next destination was 190 kilometers away, and the gravel road stretched the journey to well over 4 hours. As we left Dune 7 behind, the scenery quickly opened up into vast, rugged plains with mountains in the distance. Along the way, we passed scattered patches of desert plants, small clusters of acacia trees, and rocky formations, each adding to the raw beauty of the landscape. Every turn brought new, awe-inspiring views as the landscape shifted from open plains to stunning rocky outcrops. Though the drive was long, the peaceful, ever-changing scenery made the journey feel like an adventure in itself as we made our way to the quiet and secluded Bushman's desert camp. We did, however, make a quick stop at a scenic spot where other travelers had also pulled over to stretch their legs and take in the view. The quiet stillness of the desert made it a perfect place to pause, enjoy a snack, and capture a few photos before continuing our journey. It was a brief but refreshing break, surrounded by the untouched beauty of Namibia's vast wilderness. Along the way, we passed the Tropic of Capricorn. Finally, we arrived at our accommodation for the night. Bushman's Desert Camp is a secluded and eco-friendly retreat located in the heart of Namibia's vast desert landscape. The camp is designed to offer an authentic and rustic experience, blending harmoniously with its natural surroundings. That's cool. I like that. Accommodation is provided in simple yet comfortable units, each offering privacy and an open view of the surrounding Namibian landscape. It is also a birdwatcher's paradise as there were hundreds of birds around.
For an honesty bar. Stock for an honesty bar. Pretty good.
It has limited signal available, so you really get to unwind and disconnect. The camp offers guided bushwalks where guests can explore the landscape and discover indigenous plants and wildlife, while hearing fascinating stories of the Sun culture. It is also a great halfway point when driving from Swakopmund to the Sossusvlei area. As per usual, the African sunset didn't disappoint. The food prepared by our generous hosts were also really tasty. The evening did cool down a bit though.
Breakfast.
That's nice.
Those hot breads just come out.
The included breakfast was a feast. After breakfast, we hit the road again, making a brief stop to fuel up and take in a local tradition, which is sampling the famous apple pie that this area is known for. As we pulled up, we couldn't help but notice the long line of people eagerly waiting for their turn to grab a slice, so we figured it was a must-try experience. We joined the queue anticipating something extraordinary. While the pie was tasty and a nice treat, we found it to be pleasant but not quite the mind-blowing experience that its reputation suggested. Still, it was fun to indulge in a local favorite along the journey. We tackled the gravel road again and made our way to where we will call home for the next 2 nights, a place called Weltevrede Guest Farm. Weltevrede Guest Farm is a charming, family-run establishment located in the heart of the Namib Desert, making it an ideal base for exploring nearby attractions like Sossusvlei and Sesriem. Accommodation at Weltevrede is comfortable and rustic, with cozy rooms that feature ensuite bathrooms, air conditioning, and private verandas where guests can unwind while soaking in the desert's tranquility. The farm also has a swimming pool, providing a refreshing escape from the desert heat. There's an on-site restaurant that serves home-cooked meals made with fresh local ingredients. The guest farm offers a peaceful and authentic desert experience, surrounded by wide open plains and stunning views of the Namib's iconic red dunes in the distance. We went for a walk on their hiking trail to capture the serene vastness and isolation of where we were. It was absolutely stunning. Late afternoon, we decided to take a drive to the Sossusvlei area to see if we couldn't go explore some of what the area has to offer. We ended up having a look at Sossusvlei Lodge, which offers luxurious accommodation and is nestled at the entrance of the Namib-Naukluft National Park. The lodge features elegant rooms and a range of amenities, including a restaurant and pool, and is a popular choice for travelers from all over the world. Since it was too late to explore anything else, we headed back to our accommodation and enjoyed another spectacular sunset. With drinks in hand, we ventured a bit around the farm to go see what kind of animals and livestock they have at this farm.
Good morning, baby. Before we drive out to Sossusvlei in Sesriem, we're going to go climb Dune 45, apparently one of the world's tallest ones, and go and see the Deadvlei and the Sossusvlei.
Good morning.
Hi.
I'm making myself a nice toasted topping here with some tomato jam,
Looks good.
some biltong slices,
Biltong
cheese.
for breakfast.
Here is P for pult.
That's what it stands for.
Back at the Namib-Naukluft National Park, we paid our entry fees and headed to the first attraction, Sesriem Canyon. Standing at the edge of Sesriem Canyon, we took a moment to absorb that breathtaking view before us. The sheer drop reveals layers of rock, each one telling a story of the Earth's history, shaped over millions of years by the relentless forces of nature. The deep crevices etched into the landscape provide a glimpse into the past where ancient rivers once flowed through this arid desert region. This impressive canyon was carved by the Chushap River over millions of years, creating deep, narrow gorges that showcase the region's geological history. The canyon's walls are layered in vibrant shades of red, orange, and brown, providing a striking contrast to the surrounding landscape. One of the unique features of Sesriem Canyon is its relatively easy accessibility, making it a popular stop for travelers heading to Sossusvlei. Visitors can walk along the canyon floor, where they will encounter dramatic rock formations, interesting textures, and unique wildlife adapted to the harsh desert environment. The canyon also holds historical significance, as it served as a source of water for early inhabitants of the area, including the Sun People, who would collect water from the small pools that form after rains. The name Sesriem comes from the Afrikaans word for 6 thongs, referring to the 6 leather thongs that were originally needed to lower buckets into the canyon to fetch water. The canyon is relatively small, spanning only about 1 kilometer in length and 30 meters deep, but its captivating beauty leaves a lasting impression on all who visit. The beauty of this canyon and its rich history and serene atmosphere will always be a cherished part of my journey through Namibia. As we drove along, we passed most of what Namibia is famous for. Its striking, red-colored dunes that stand out vividly against the blue sky. It feels like you are taking a drive through a seemingly otherworldly landscape. There is truly nothing else like it in the world. Finally, we arrive at the most famous dune in Sossusvlei area, Dune 45. It is known for its stunning shape and striking colors. Standing at about 170 meters high, Dune 45 is particularly popular with visitors due to its accessibility and breathtaking views, which I was about to experience for myself. Dune 45 gets its name from its location along the main road leading to Sossusvlei, approximately 45 kilometers from the Sesriem Gate. A well-defined path leads up the dune, allowing guests to hike to the top without needing specialized equipment. The relatively moderate but still tiring climb is rewarded with breathtaking views of the surrounding desert landscape and other prominent dunes. Dune 45 is especially popular for photography, particularly during sunrise and sunset, when the light casts incredible shadows and highlights on the sand, creating a mesmerizing palette of reds, oranges, and golds. Photographers flock to capture the mesmerizing patterns formed by the wind and the ever-changing textures of the sand. here on Dune 45. There's Ralph in the distance. This is not easy. This is very hard. So I decided to end my climb here. I got the view and the experience, and we still had a lot to see. So after taking a few selfies and pictures for Instagram, I made my way back down. Going down is definitely so much easier than going up the dune. Following the climb, we parked our car and got into a transfer vehicle to take us to the Deadvlei area. The reason we decided to go for the transfer vehicle is because we were scared we might get stuck in the kilometers of loose sand you need to drive to get to the Sossusvlei. This way we also both got to enjoy the ride and take in views without having to concentrate on where we are driving. This is truly one of the most beautiful places I have ever been to. From where you get dropped off, it is about a kilometer's walk to get to Deadvlei. Make sure you put on sunscreen, wear a hat, and take some water with you to stay hydrated from the scorching desert heat. Just also please remember to take your trash with you and not leave anything behind. Walking through the ancient desert is a surreal experience that leaves you in awe of the remarkable diversity found across our planet. Each step reveals the unique beauty of this landscape, reminding you just how extraordinary our world can be. Deadvlei, often referred to as Dead Marsh, is a striking white clay pan located in the Namib-Naukluft National Park. Formed over 1,000 years ago, Deadvlei was nourished by the Zambezi River until a climate shift dried up the area. This hauntingly beautiful site is famous for its stark contrast between the bleach white ground and the dark, ancient acacia tree that stand as skeletal remains against the vibrant backdrop of the towering red dunes. And is it at least a pretty sight?
Oh, it's Deadvlei. Good job. It's lovely.
Sounds positive. I'm walking in the desert here to get to Deadvlei.
Socks and shoes will never be the same again.
The trees in Deadvlei are estimated to be around 900 years old, and they date back to a time when the area was a lush oasis. However, as the climate became increasingly arid, the river that once nourished these trees dried up, leading to their eventual death. The unique combination of the arid environment and the lack of decomposition has preserved these trees, creating a surreal landscape that feels both timeless and otherworldly. Visitors to Deadvlei are often captivated by the incredible photographic opportunities, especially during sunrise and sunset, when the soft light enhances the vivid colors of the dunes and the starkness of the dead trees. The scene evokes a sense of desolation and beauty, making it one of the most iconic and photographed locations in Namibia. Walking back across the desert sand, you can't help but reflect on how incredibly diverse our planet is. Next, the transfer took us further along to what is called Sossusvlei.
A different salt pan or pan, isn't it? The elephant skin texture. Gedroogde modder.
Sossusvlei is a clay pan of roughly elliptical shape, covered in a crust of salt-rich sand.
This is the Mama Dune here by Sossusvlei, and of course Sossusvlei having water in it, whereas the Deadvlei has no water in it but a pan. But that's quite also a serious dune, the Mama Dune, and you can see people climbing.
While the pan has been shaped over time by the Tushap River, the actual flooding of the pan is a relatively rare event, and sometimes several years pass between one flood and the next one. We were fortunate enough to see some water in the vlei.
We finally made it to Sossusvlei. Here it is, this body of water, the nice mountain behind there. Stunning, stunning, stunning. You can't describe it actually.
When the pan is filled with water, it attracts a variety of desert-adapted wildlife, including oryx, springbok and ostriches.
So quiet, it's nice.
After spending ample time immersed in the breathtaking beauty of Sossusvlei, we reluctantly made our way to catch the final transfer back to our vehicle. As we rode through the desert, we couldn't help but admire the tiring dunes and the vast open landscape that stretched out around us, their rich hues shifting subtly in the fading light. The serenity of the place lingered with us, making it difficult to say goodbye and leave behind the peaceful stillness and awe-inspiring scenery of this ancient, untouched desert.
The vehicle that pulled us. We probably would have met in the Porsche, but just to play it safe. That loose sand doesn't help taking a chance on that dune sand. But all faith in the Porsche, in its sand setting.
As we drove back to the accommodation, we spotted some bat-eared foxes. We ended the day with a stunning sunset, watching the sky transformed into shades of orange and pink, a perfect close to an unforgettable adventure.
Thanks for joining us on this wonderful journey through Namibia. I hope you enjoyed the stunning landscapes, wildlife, and fantastic adventures that we shared. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments below, and most importantly, subscribe for a front row seat to more wanderlust-inducing content, as I have more Namibian adventures to share with you. A huge thanks for tuning in and sharing in the excitement. Your support fuels these adventures, and I can't wait to share more travel tales with you in the next one. Until our paths cross again, keep exploring, keep embracing new adventures, and keep on feeding that wanderlust inside you.